What's up, guys? I have just installed the sun visor delete LED lights in my 99 Miata. Wanted to talk about it a little bit. Everybody pretty much pulls the sun visors out of these early Miatas, NAs and NBs, because they're kind of worthless and they fall down and get floppy and they're annoying and they really don't do anything in the first damn place, so kind of whatever. I wanted to replace them with something actually useful instead of just the plain blanking plates. So I went with the ones from Amazon that have built-in LEDs. They connect to the light that's right there at the top of the windshield for power. It's a pretty easy install, but it does require some soldering. You're basically just going to take the two Phillips head screws out of each sun visor, pop the lens off of your middle light, and take the two Phillips head screws out of it. That'll let it dangle down. Take a coat hanger, straighten it out, run it from the middle over to the sides, and then take the wires for each of the new little blanking plate LED lights and tape them to the coat hanger so that you can pull them to the middle. At that point, it very much helps if you have a daisy that will solder it for you, because she's better at it than me. That's what I did. It's kind of in an ass-ache place to solder, because you kind of got to flip the light over because you can't solder upside down and the wires for it aren't very long. So we basically rigged up some stuff with cardboard and tape to kind of half-ass hold it there, and then threw some other cardboard over the rest of the interior. Put a little shelf in the passenger seat so that we had a place to put the soldering iron holder so that we didn't burn anything. And it looks like we made it through without burning anything between all of our. Holy shit, a bird just hit my window. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry. That is very distracting. What the hell was I talking about? It just committed suicide up against my window. I'm standing in the garage, and that window right there, the second one, it just flapped up against it. It's not even a clean window. What the hell, man? Did they not know I'm recording in here? Asshole birds. At any rate, it looks like we managed to get through unscathed. No soldering holes in the interior or the dashboard or anything, by just basically covering it up with cardboard and being careful. Used a shelf to have a place to put the soldering iron in between, and you pretty much just solder the red wires to the driver's side. There's a pad for a wire that has blue, that is blue, with a red tracer on it. You solder the two red wires to that pad, and then over on the passenger side of the light thing, there's a metal prong sticking out with a hole in it that's ground. You solder the two blacks to that one, and then everything works cool. And it uses the same settings as whatever your factory interior light is. In other words, if you click that over to just on, then all three of them come on. If you click it over to door, then they open when the door opens, just like the factory light. And if you turn it off, they stay off even when you open the door. So that's a pretty nice feature. So far, I am super happy with them. I had already replaced the main, factory light up there, the bulb, with an LED from Super Bright LEDs. And these look to be really close to the same color temperature, so everything basically matches and looks good, and it's way more light than factory. I have no idea in terms of longevity because I literally just installed them last night. But LEDs, in my experience, kind of either work or don't. They have a very long life and they don't typically burn out per se. They pretty much either work or don't, and these work, so fingers crossed. But yeah, for the few dollars I spent on them on Amazon, I so far highly recommend them. It's gonna get dark here in a minute, and I'm gonna pull it outside and take some videos so you can actually see how bright it is. This is in a darkened garage, but it's still daytime and there are windows, but you can totally see there's a lot more light than there otherwise would be. I'm gonna move my soldering setup here and pull this outside once it gets dark. Okay, now it is fully ass dark. There is no lights, obviously. And let's hit the lights and see what we get. Now this is with the lights on. You can see everything now. The change that I dropped, how badly I need to vacuum my interior. Go around to this side. Got some zip ties down there. So yeah, these are pretty damn bright. That is quite the difference. So yeah, so far so good. I think I think they do a very good job for what they're supposed to do. I'll update if they stop working on me or something and it's not the fault of my soldering, but so far they look fantastic. They're bright as hell. They were cheap. They were reasonably easy to install, and honestly, I don't know how you would make them easier to install. The only other alternative would be to run entirely your own power, ground, switch for each light, and that would suck. You'd have to turn each light on and off individually. This works best to me. It works just like the factory lights. It's just more and in more places. So yeah. I will drop an affiliate link down in the description if you are interested in purchasing these. And you can also check out the written version on my website. If you want more Miata content, subscribe, and I will see you soon. Holler.